back in 8th grade. My dad took me on a trip, and we went to Ohio for a Nike Combine. And I did terrible. I ran a slow 40. My shuttle was horrible. Yeah, my ball catching skill, everything was bad. So like, I was back in the car coming back, and I'm like angry, pissed off, just like, I want to be great. Like, I don't, like, I did terrible. Da, da, da. He's like, all right. He's like, you did okay, son. I was like, no, I did. He's like, all right, call your uncle. So my uncle was a gym director at the time at World's Gym on East Ave. So he said, all right, Q, like, you want to like get to the next level, right? I was like, yeah. He said, all right, you're going to have to like limit your time on the PlayStation 3 at the time. PlayStation 3.
Oh, wow.
Got to push harder in school. You're going to have to like, you got to stay after school with teachers. Cause like, yeah, it takes you longer to learn concepts. Doesn't mean like you go home and bullshit. Like he said, it's time to like leave school. You're going to leave school probably like at 6 or 7 because you're there that long. And then you're going to go to the gym after and work out. And then one day a week, I want you to wake up at 5 o'clock and then get to the gym at 5:30 and then go to school, work out and then go to school. I did that for 4 years straight. I followed what he told me, followed what my dad told me. And then it was all up to me.
I always remember that your dad was a very present person in your life, and he was actually just really involved with things going on in our school at that time, and he was really just involved in your life. I would imagine that, and you're hearing that from you is reaffirming. So your dad, it seems like, definitely played a big part in your life. Would you say your success?
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad.
Him, my mom, my dad, uncle. My dad told me this too when I was in 8th grade. It was like everything in 8th grade was like the beginning of what was to become. It was like a weird thing, like a weird year. But he told me like, Quinn, if I ever passed away, you can go to these people to help get you to where you need to go. And it was like one day, the whole day, we just went and met some of his best friends.
Wow, really?
Some of his best friends that like played football or were successful in a certain area. And yeah, it was like a full day of it. And I was in tears when he said that, because I was like, no, I don't want you to go. Like he's still here, but it's just like, that's how dedicated he is. He's like, if I had to leave, this is who you can go to, because like your success is important. They care about your success. I was like, yo.
Wow, man. That's deep. Not everybody has that though. That's special. That's, that's really key, man. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has that figure in their life to help them, guide them, show them, and encourage them, and really just put them into the game like that, man. So shout out to your dad. Now, did you always know what you wanted to do with your life? I mean, you're young and you're an entrepreneur now, and you're doing different things. However, did you always have a vision about where you wanted to go and end up?
I think once again, the 8th grade year.
You just had the vision. So would you say that having that vision was key for where you're at? You had to have that vision, otherwise, if you were just going through things like blinded or in the dark and not really hit your destination.
Yeah, I think
so having that vision is important.
Super important. You have those goals. You have those goals. Sorry. You got those goals. Is going to help you achieve more. So one thing that I did in 8th grade was I wrote down my goals for my life. Now you have your long-term and short-term, but I had my like 4-year, it was like a 4-year outlook for high school. And I wrote there, I was blunt. I said, no, don't get no fucking girls pregnant. I wrote that on there. Don't get distracted by such and whatever it was. Get a 4.0 in school. Get a full scholarship ride, a full ride scholarship to school, so my mom and dad don't have to pay for it. And then the NFL was on there too. It's like, go, you're going to the NFL. I just put, you're going to the NFL. So I did that in 8th grade. So like,
we just pause you right there. Let's just pause you right there, because this is not a game. A man wrote down in 8th grade. This is on some LeBron. This is like a real, all right, bro. You trying to tell me that you was in 8th grade? How old are you? Like 14?
I think so, yeah. 13,
14,
14,
my man,
13,
14, writing down you're going to the, bro, there's probably, I don't know the numbers, but let's just say hundreds of thousands of people who had that same goal or dream, right? I mean, everybody played football growing up is like, yo, I'm trying to go to the NFL. That's just, that's it. I'm trying to be Randy Moss. I'm trying to be whoever the time, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy that you had that. You was probably facing a whole lot of adversity at the time. Yeah, you were set on going to the NFL.
It was like,
you were just like, I'm going. You just knew it.
It's like, I'm gonna go. Like,
You
bro,
wrote your own destiny. You wrote your own destiny.
That junk's true, bro. If you write it down,
come on,
but
bro.
you gotta apply the work to it. That's the thing, though.
It's keys right here. Keys. Woo. Yeah. Wrote it down, followed it, took action.
Yeah.
And then things manifest for you.
You're right. Yeah. If you ever seen The Secret, I know people like the movie, some people don't, but like that's kind of if you ever seen it, it's kind of like that almost.
It was
like
Bob Proctor and all that.
Yeah. Write that junk down and you apply work to it, bruh. And you've seen it in your life too. Like, yo, like it's real. But some people are just lazy and don't want to put the work in.
You know? Was there ever times though that you had doubt? Did you ever doubt yourself?
Well,
and then how did you get back onto the confidence? And how did you regain your purpose and stuff like that?
Right. So I think high school, I was definitely super confident and stuff. And then like when I went to college, I felt like some of the like things that I didn't learn in high school with football, definitely like my learning curve was like, oh, like so I
found out like, oh, I don't know as much as I know, or I need to know. Like it was a new wow.
Yeah, so that hurt. That I was like, damn, I don't know what's gonna happen. They were trying to move my position to D line, and I'm like, okay. So I learned how to play linebacker the right way, and that definitely my confidence went back up. And I think the biggest thing is when I was playing in games, I used to get anxiety, like small anxiety, like okay, you go make a play, or you're trying to go make a play, but you miss the tackle because you're just so nervous, and you're a great player. But you're just be confident, be strong. So I think the biggest thing that calmed me down was when I was on the field, I was be like, Lord, like just guide me on the field. Like this play is your play. You help me make this play. Once I started doing that and like just keeping God first in every play and through the whole game, I was so much more calm. I made plays. That's when I was, we were making tackles against Ezekiel Elliott, Melvin Gordon, all the best in college at the time, and then they're in the NFL now. So it's like, yo, I was making plays on these guys. So like having that solid foundation, that ground, and building yourself up, it's like, it's key. Keep focused on like your inner self and keep bettering yourself every day, man.
So it sounds like it's been a spiritual journey for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk a little bit about that, bro. Because I mean, people don't really want to. I mean, the average person in the business world, the whole spiritual, millennial, Zen energy. But like, I want to hear, bro. I want to hear a little bit about the spiritual side of the success for you, bro.
For sure, man.
You mentioned God first. Like, that's got to be something.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, okay, again, back then, going back to 8th grade, is that solid foundation. My mother is from Central America, from Panama. And her mom's from there too. So there's a different type of the culture when you bring that up to the America and like the whole family, everybody's like very everybody's very spiritual, everybody's very solid on their faith. And
just wrote that word down.
Yeah.
Last word I wrote, bro. Faith.
That's great.
Tell you. All right.
Yeah. So definitely that my entire life. And we have choices too. We don't have, I can go to church. I went to church multiple times as a kid, and you have a choice to believe or not. Like, it's just like, well, this is our, we're giving you this platform. If you believe it's on you. I understand like God's present in my life. God's changed my life. God has like completely turned my life and did 360s to my life and has blessed me. I know he's present. I know he's real. I've had mustard seed faith where I had nothing to where I have something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have so many testimonials. People, so for someone who don't believe, bruh, I could rip them for days with my testimonies.
Hey, shout out to God, 5-star review.
Shout out. Hey.
Got testimonies. Yeah, for real. Well, that's crazy, man. So, I mean, you know what, though? That's valid. That's all valid. It definitely is. So, I'm looking at my notes, bro, and I'm thinking about your success. I'm thinking about just where you've been, where you've come from, and it's like, man, what's next for you, man? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody like, it's almost like, boom, it's like you hit your goal, you hit your dream already, and you're still so young. Right. I mean, obviously you want more, have more ambition, but it's like, what's next for you now, man? Where are you headed now? Where's your mind at now that you've reached so many of your goals?
So one thing that, I'll share this with you real quick. I'm gonna grab it. I think this is important to share with this. I'm gonna show this video. But one big thing that I got is my vision board, and my vision board has multiple goals on it. So now I want to be married, and actually some of these women I've actually met from different countries. But I want to be married to a beautiful wife. I want a beautiful home. I want 3 kids. I know it shows more than 3 kids on it, but I want 3 kids, beautiful wife. I want my business to be very successful, multi-million-dollar business. I love Lincolns, Navigators, sports car, keeping my Lord God Jesus Christ in the center of all of it. Be a millionaire. I want to own lots of real estate as well too. So that's like my overall plus.
Woo! Fire! You saw that, folks. Vision board.
Yes, sir.
No games.
I had to share that.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. That right there was just fire. Like, that's gold right there. See, that's one thing to just talk about it. My man actually has the vision board. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, drop a comment, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe, because you just got put on to how to create and live your dreams. You got to write it down. You got to visualize it. You got to take action. That's it. It really isn't all the secret.
Yeah.
You're looking at a living testimony, but you got to put God first. Got to have faith. See, my man got the formula. You got the recipe over here, man. So let me see this, man. We got 20 minutes into this. This has been a great conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you drop a 5-star review down below, and if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media. I'll drop our information down below in the description. So, Quentin, man, let's talk about time management.
Powerful.
Time management. Because, I mean, let's face it, we all got 24 hours. And everybody uses their time different.
Yeah.
So, for you, how important has time management been?
Time management, one of the most important things I think everyone should know. It lets you know if you're, it lets you know like if you're a professional or not from the first end. And then on for yourself, this is like creating good habits. So I think successful millionaire habits. I've talked to the CEO of LinkedIn, some Google execs. I went to this one conference that they had like just for like football scholar athletes for college, and like awesome. They had these people there, and I was like, oh shoot, I made sure I asked them questions. I was like, what's your success formula, your routine? And it was like, well, I get up in the morning. Some get up at like 5:30, some it's like 6:30, and they work out in the morning. They'll do their run or they do like a little, pump workout. Then they get a little buffer time. So buffer time is like time to yourself, reading, getting your spiritual right before the day starts. Because if you just get out your bed and just start your day, you didn't like prepare yourself for it. You see what I'm saying? Like you didn't prepare your mind. So they've done that. There's some people that they go for like a little run in the morning, and then they think about how their day is gonna go. They don't even touch their phone until like 8:39 because they want even if it's a bad business deal, something that went on or good, they don't touch it till 8:39 because they said they need to get themselves ready. They didn't get themselves ready. So I respect that. I was like, okay. And then, you know, you go on throughout your day with your business, but and then in between, and then once you know, go to bed early too, make sure you're being productive. Social media, what I've done with that, because you can really get distracted with that.
Right.
I just go on, send my messages, do what I got to do business wise. And then, you know, you can set time for BS time too. You can say, hey, I'm going to have 5-10 minutes of BS social media time on your schedule if you want, but make sure it's productive. And then I just delete the app. I delete social media off my phone, and I just re-upload it the next day just to keep myself like focused, you know. So
really,
those are some little things you add in the schedule. Yeah.
Oh man, that's dedication. Man said I would delete that app and download it the next day. You guys ain't built like that. See, that's the difference. Well, people not built like this, man. I'm telling you, man. People not built like Quentin, man. That's why I had to have him on the show, man, because this is somebody who you guys got to take notes from, man. You guys got to understand. You want to be great. You want to do great things. You want to reach your goals. Take notes. I'm telling you, bottom line. Bro, what is your routine? Speaking of that, I mean, what do you do? Is I know you kind of talk about it, but like, well, do you wake up early and then
I do.
Do you implement any of those success traits that you learn from people on LinkedIn? Like, what is your routine now?
Yeah, I've added. I think the one I did add in was the buffer time, and then walking in the morning or run. I'll run in the morning, so I'll run. But what I'll do is 5:30. I'll get up. I'll do my workout, and you know, in between that workout, I'm running whatever around my neighborhood. I'm gonna be. I think about my day. I think about, okay, how I'm gonna talk to my clients today. How whatever meeting I have, or just like my goals. I'm like, look, I'm looking to the next 3 months, 6 months to hit this certain number or hit this certain goal. How I'm gonna get there. Keep thinking about it, Quentin. Like like I'll talk to myself like, Quentin, don't bullshit. Like, stop thinking. Like, if that negative thought comes in, I'm just keeping it real with you. Get the fuck out of my head, negative thought. Like, I'm the best at this, I'm the best at that. Affirmations daily. Like, you got to think about it. I'm the best. I'm a beast in the football field. I'm a beast at marketing. I'm a beast at this. Like, I can do it. Always think about it that way. Now you're like, your mind, you just feel good. Like, when you start the day, you're like, yes, let's go. We closing deals today. This is, ooh, you feel me?
Got me hyped up just off that.
We got 10 deals this week.
Got me energized off of that. Man, so I'm the best. Gotta just go at it like that. Keys, though, straight keys. I'm telling you, man, people not understanding the keys. Because you see what that does right there? When you do things like that, that just changes the whole vibrational frequency of your body. That's changing your whole homeostasis. You know what I'm saying? You start like thinking like, oh, I'm great now. Well, next thing you know, you just changed your whole paradigm just by that thought. Bro, fire. Crazy. So let me ask you this.
Sir.
What is the company Iron Visuals about? Because I know that this is something that you've got started and launched up. Go ahead and break down what is Iron Visuals so we can all understand.
Yeah, so quick story on that. When I was released from the Denver Broncos, I could have flew home and then shipped my car, but I was like, let me just drive. I'm gonna take a long drive from Denver, Colorado to Rochester, New York, about 24-hour drive, right? So I did that, and I'm just thinking about what did I always want to do? And I said I love videos, I love editing, so I started off with that. So I ended up creating a business plan, went home, dove into it. My brother Brandon, me and him, I hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, I want to go on a trip. So you want to do a cruise? I was like, nah, we did a cruise before. Yo, let's go to Cancun in the middle of December. I was like, all right, bet. So we just flew down there. So I'm just filming my trip, doing some vlogging, and then the next trip we're like, yo, let's go to DR. Sosua? All right, let's go to DR. We went to Sosua. We went to Puerto Plata, Santo Domingo. We went all of these different places, filming again, building networking. Next place is Colombia. It was like, oh, we're going to Colombia? Cartagena, Colombia. Oh, you got to go to Cartagena. So beautiful. Went
This is
there,
amazing.
just networking, you know. So now at this point, we built a network in the international space, and we didn't even do anything at home yet. We just filming. And then we went back and started filming for some smaller like hotels, some smaller like restaurants and stuff in these countries, getting paid to do that. Then we built up our little portfolio. And then we came home domestically. Then we started working with, I did a lot of stuff for free. So I went to New Jersey and filmed for some friends and businesses here and there. And it was the one big break that, you know, bigger contract was when we did something for a mortgage company. And it was like, I was filming for free and it's helping somebody out. Somebody was like, hey, what are you doing? What company are you? Oh, Iron Visuals, we're a marketing consultancy. This is what we do. Da, 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 da. Cool. All right. I just gave him my car. He said, well, we already have. I was like, well, let's take it anyways. It's okay if you already have a videographer. I get a call from marketing director. They're like, hey, we want to meet with you. Oh, okay, cool. When do you, all right, we're going to meet. 8 executives was on the meeting. I was like, yo, but I came prepared. I had like my team with me. So I was like, all right, bet, we got to go be in this meeting. So we did a trade show for them. We did handle like the social media marketing. Then from there, started like the trickle effect started from there. So I just kept the consistency, adding services on. So overall, Iron Visuals, we're a marketing consultancy that specializes in cinematic visuals, graphic design, and marketing branding. So that's how it came. Now there's been a lot of money wasted, a lot of money that has helped us. Like I spent, there's a lot of revenue that came in. It's a lot of learning I had to do. A lot of mentors. Get a mentor.
Let's talk about. Let's just shift to that because that's
mentor.
Let's talk about some of your mentors, man. Let's talk about that. Who do you listen to, bro? Who is in your ear, man? Who?
Yeah.
Podcast wise, that you would say is your mentor, or some of them?
Yeah. So mentor wise, I mean, I always try to stick around again, like people that are doing it at a high level, that are crushing it. And if I can get close to them or do whatever I can to get their knowledge, I'm gonna first bring value to them, because I don't want to like. I understand some people pay $100,000 to be around these people just to talk to them for like an hour. So like, I'll try to bring as much value as I can to them and learn where I can, and instead of just taking, because you can just take from somebody and like not, you know what I'm saying, provide. Like I'd rather give and receive, give and then receive something, or just whatever. At least I provided value. You'll remember me because I did something different. So one of my people that I've talked to is Jabril Abrigo. He's a big marketer in like the travel space. He flies around the world, man. He's really inspired me and my brother to start our company. So we marketed with him, and we saw him on YouTube. We reaching out, DMing people. We ended up flying his videographer out to teach us some of his techniques. So that kind of gave us an into. And it started going from there. So Jabril, some local people around here. Greg Grenrich he's a very successful. It's like quiet millionaires that I've talked to that you don't know they're millionaires.
Right. Okay. I got it.
I connect with, and then I got my podcast folk that I connect with.
Wow.
That I'll see, I'll listen to and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just Roland Williams. I connected with him out there in Cali and stuff. Like he's a crazy entrepreneur, just bounced from business to business, man. Like from football player to Super Bowl champion to doing all this stuff. But most football players, as you know, go broke. But he took his time so I learned from him and different people. So it's like constantly seeking out knowledge. It's okay if you're gonna spend money. Like think of it as education. Like if you're playing for college, because you could spend I'm saying like what, $6,000, $10,000 on a course. Just make sure it's valuable. That's all I say. Mm-hmm. Spend your time, do your research, make sure it's valuable. You'll be fine. But other than that, that's kind of like, whatever. I kind of, the couple years that have gone by, I've just been taking time to learn. And mentors is super important to get you there faster.
Shortcuts to success right there. Find a mentor, 2 or 3 high-level people already hitting the things that you want to do, already achieving the things that you want to do, going places, seeing things, getting the results that you want. That's key. So look, bro, let me ask you this, man. I'm looking at my notes here, and a couple things you were just talking about, and like, what type of sacrifices have you had to make? I mean, what to get to where you're at, man? What kind of sacrifices have you had to? You know, I just don't. I can only imagine to a degree. So I just want to hear from you if there's any things that really stand out.
Yeah, I think everybody who takes the entrepreneurial route or want to get to where you want to go to be if you're trying to be successful, you're gonna go through trials. Just want to let you know that, like, everybody. And if you can't handle it, you shouldn't do it. But just know it's gonna be hard. So I've been cut from multiple football teams, even though, like, it just, it's political. But, like, again, I got cut from multiple teams, multiple tryouts. Remember one time, cut from the Patriots. They still were paying me, but they were like, "Well, we're gonna have to cut it at this point, and you're done." Cool. I was in the middle of nowhere at this hotel, trying to figure out where my life's gonna go next. You know what I'm saying? Like, going over, trials, like, just fighting through that. Still working out, staying in shape, running on the concrete in this parking lot at this hotel. I get a tryout with the Denver Broncos. I'll tell you when my Tampa tryout, I thought I didn't really run as much as I was supposed to. So I went to my trial, and Tampa is hot, humid, didn't do as well. So now I'm just letting people know this, because, like, sometimes you got to get to a point where, like, you feel like you're good, you made it, and it's okay. Like, you got to, like, keep pushing through. Like, you got to keep working harder than the next person. So I had one more workout. I had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Broncos that liked me. So I went to Tampa workout first. Didn't do as good there. They would have signed me if I was conditioned well. Went to Denver. Now, Denver is even harder to run up there because it's 5,000 feet elevation. Yo, in that parking lot in the middle of nowhere in New England, bro, I ran my heart out. I ran 4 or 5 miles in the middle of nowhere, ran back to the hotel. I went and did workouts in the parking lot. It was dudes outside just smoking, like 4 dudes just watching me, like, "Yo, you working hard, bro. What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just working. Just working out." Found a little plot of grass doing field work. Yo,
Right.
Like, middle of nowhere. Random hotel. Then they took me to the airport. They said, went from the airport to the hotel went to Denver.
Truck to the hotel lobby.
And guess what, man?
Truck to the plane to the truck.
You heard.
You go through underground garages like Drake?
What happened?
You go through underground garages?
Underground garage? No.
You go from the truck to the plane.
I might find a house like that. A little back cave house. You feel me?
Yo.
So, yeah, man. But that workout, I ended up getting picked up by the Broncos. So,
shout out to you, man.
Hard work, bro.
That's fire. That's crazy. So, like, I want to talk about that too, because you're making me wonder, bro. I mean, to be honest, like, is the NFL all the hype that it's made out to be? Like, because people don't know. You feel me? Like, you can only just imagine. It's like this thing you see on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You've got life experience in the system, in the industry directly. So it's like, I want to hear from you, man. Is it all the hype that it's made up to be? Is it fun? Is it hard? Is there anything that we don't know on the outside about it? Just being a player, being in the atmosphere of it all.
Well, one thing that I think everybody should know, and women as well too, that be flocking to certain players. I'm just gonna keep it real. Everybody's not a millionaire.
Wait.
We'll keep it real.
You mean the women just be flocking to you because in the NFL?
Keep it real.
Yeah. You hear this? Come on now.
Everybody doesn't make $1 million in the league. Like,
wow.
I gotta let you know. Like, everybody know that. Like, and it's family members too. Like, there's a lot of people that like, "Yo, like, can you buy me my car? I want to start a business. Can you do this?" I was like, instead of being rude, I was like, just talk to my financial advisor, and I'll let them know your plan. Give them a business plan. You'll be fine. Like,
right.
There's a lot of people that think that you're making $20 million. There's bigger contracts, which is cool.
Like, join, and all of a sudden you like Tom Brady status. Just
like that. That's what everybody think. Which is cool. It's cool. Like, whatever. But at the same time, that's
an advantage. But it's not also. It's also could be disadvantage. You're saying.
Yeah.
It's not the truth. Bottom line.
Yeah. So everybody. I mean, now guys are making like they're making $500,000 right now, which is like really good. But I'm just saying, like, everybody, yo, can you buy this $1 million such and such? And I'm like, no.
What's the craziest request that you got since you reached that level of success? Because I know some people saw you and was like, yo, hey, what's up, bro? How you? They probably hit your phone up. Anybody ever ask you for a crazy favor?
I think business
requests. Outlandish.
It's not super duper crazy because like people know me. Some people they know how I am, but they can't.
Hey, yo, wait, man. I got this house, man. I got this house which I pay off.
You mind if you help? And I'll be like, nah, I don't pay. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, only if it's more internal family, like certain issues or something, like I'll make sure I handle it. But like when it's certain things, like if I really don't know you and stuff like that, it's hard to. I'm gonna keep it real. Unless like I'm giving back or something, that's
It's hard to what?
Say again.
What's hard for you to do?
No, like debt, like help paying somebody's debt.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, how could anybody expect you to do that? That's just the dumbest thing ever.
It just like it hurts.
Even me, bro. I'm right there with you, man. People start looking at me different. All of a sudden, like, oh, Sean, handouts and this and that. Like, do you even know like what? Like,
I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that right now. I just don't want to do it. Sorry.
No, if I
keep it real, I just keep it real.
Keep it real with you. It's just not really something I've thought about doing, nor do I want to do. Well, man, let me tell you this. That's something that I can respect for sure. Now, let me see, though, because I got a couple other things I want to jump into. So, what's up, my friend? What would you say, though, is the best part about your whole experience being in the NFL? What is the best part about that?
The best part about being in the NFL?
Yeah.
I think the locker room, like everybody's mad cool. You got some a-holes too, but everybody's pretty cool. That's what you remember from college and NFL is like the locker room mainly.
The locker room.
The locker room experience. Everybody's just dope.
I can see that.
It's just funny stuff that goes on. Like, all right, for Christmas, everybody got to give a $230 gift. Why did y'all choose that number? Like, this, I can't just give you a gift. But like, it's like just because, guys, silly stuff like that. Yeah. Guys will like, they're sponsored by companies that, some type of company. So they'll just like give out like that certain gift or whatever in the locker room to everybody. It's like every week there was something. Right. I'm like, oh, like, so when you get to, and it's probably happened to you, like when you get to a certain status, like you get more stuff for free than you have to pay for. That's why you may see like when you go to people go to the Oscars or something like that, they get a lot of stuff for free. They don't pay for a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the thing that I've noticed.
Yeah. You ever getting things for free now because you just started? What about you, bro? You getting endorsements over there?
Over there. So I think I had an endorsement with Ford. So I did something with Ford. So I had like a car for a minute for Ford, and we're doing commercials.
Cool.
I think other ones. I had like smaller ones like Virus Clothing. There's a company out in Huntington Beach. Yeah, man. Wow. It's connecting with smaller brands because like the bigger ones like Nike. You don't want to connect with no Nike. You know what I'm saying? Nike's already. I'd rather do like Under Armour or something like that. But yeah, it was cool, man. Like the whole experience. The whole experience was a blessing.
Now we're on to why though? Why? I mean, because you said you have a passion for it. You always like to edit and things like that. But do you believe that where do you think the marketing age is at, like the internet world? Where do you see this? Where does the future of just marketing, branding, its importance?
Yeah. My outlook, because I always do my like industry trends research, and what I've looked at is the biggest thing is going to be focused on streaming. So streaming within marketing. It's like getting your content online, like just as much content as possible. A lot of people aren't looking for something super expensive, like super cinematic no more. It's just like, yo, I'm using my phone and I'm just post it or just put this online. Like we just need it out there. We need somebody to engage with it. And then if people engage with it, cool. Like that's kind of the mindset now. VR is super important. Virtual reality, that's good in AR reality. So a lot of that's super important.
So you're ahead of the trend, sounds like.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, the VR stuff back in 2017, when I was looking at it in stream, all that, what I just said, like, it's been consistent since 2017 when I started my business plan. I was like, yo, like, I look at it again, I'm like, yo, it's a trend going. Like, you gotta make sure you stay on with it. Find a way to implement it within your marketing, you know. So I have like I partner with certain companies that may do it way better than I do, because you can't do everything. So
Got
I
it.
partner with
Okay.
certain companies. Yeah.
So you just go to other companies, third party, and just outsource and delegate. That's actually really smart, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what would you say to anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur, man? What kind of advice would you give?
Yeah. What I would
Say
say
somebody
is,
who's, just graduated in high school, maybe just graduated college, or just could be a 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old man, anybody at any age. Shout out to Colonel Sanders. I mean, you can start a business at any time. You can become an entrepreneur at any time, but let's just give him some general knowledge, man. What would you say?
Yeah, I would say, as an entrepreneur, you got to have thick skin. You got to learn how to hear no.
Ooh.
You're going to get a lot of no. And you're going to get, when you get that one, just stay consistent. Like, you'll get the yes. There's opportunities that are going to come that you're going to be in, and you're going to be like, yo, this is it. This is the big one right here. And then they're not going to give it to you. And this count as a rep. It's okay. Like, it's a rep. Like, this count as a rep. Take it as that, because it's going to make you better, because you got the experience now, and you're like going to crush the next one. Don't give up. When doubt and fear and depression kicks in, man, like, stick around people. Like, go talk to someone. Like, just hang around friends and family, or like go like listen to a podcast, like motivating. Listen to something that's positive to keep your mind out the gutter of that space, because that can really like idle mind is the devil's playground. I just want to keep it real. So like you sit there, you're like, it's not happening for me. Like, why isn't this? And then like you gotta keep moping on it for days. And if you don't get out of that, you're the freaking like, I don't know what you gonna do, but keep yourself, keep that strength.
That's that negative downward spiral right there, man. Mindset, controlling your thoughts. So what kind of let's say affirmations do you have for yourself, man? I know you got the big, it probably ties in with the vision board. I am the best, I am the greatest. But is there anything specifically that you do affirm to yourself?
I would say like, that's pretty much what I said before. Yeah, like I'm the best salesman. I'm the best marketer. I'm the best NFL player. I'm the best at consistency. I just like to tell myself that all the time to make sure. And then like for those out there too that like, oh, I'm just starting out, I'm not that good. Like, say you are though. Like, just constantly say it. And I do that for myself, because I know what I know what I did in football. I know to transfer that over, you just have to apply it the same amount of energy, the same amount of tenacity as I did that into business. So I understand, like, I got to constantly tell myself that every single day. And it's not being cocky. It's for yourself, man. It's for yourself, so you can like crush it, Yeah.
Is there anything that you wish you would have learned sooner or earlier or faster?
Yeah, I would say.
Like what?
I would say like bringing in like lead generation. I think that, like natural leads. But yeah, like there is a lot of referral, word of mouth, and that's really good. Yeah, if you got that, cool. But along with that, I definitely love when I get just like natural leads popping on your website that are asking you, hey, like, what's going on? Like right now, my LinkedIn is like, just go beep, beep, it's beeping right now because I got like this software that's going right now, so it's pulling people in,
Really?
and I'm constantly talking to people, and I don't have to like waste my time in search, and, so I think, and that was from, I'm learning from a mentor. There's like lots of stuff I had to invest into and learn, and put into. But yeah, I think that definitely the lead generation aspect, because I used to do stuff old school. Just I'm gonna email 100 one by one. I'm gonna click and cold email all these people and hope. No warm leads, just straight. Just no warm at all. Just cold, like Antarctica, freezing. So
Yeah, see,
I think that was one of the biggest things, like just lead generation, because I had the product.
key.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, we got lead generation. Let me ask you this, man. What are some of the things that most people don't know about being successful, in your opinion? What does the average person just not know? Is there a secret? Is it just everything we talked about? Is there something that we're missing?
I think it's a culmination of everything we spoke about. And I think one more thing to add on is just you got to show up every day.
Gotta show up. See, I knew this was gonna be fire.
Gotta show up, man.
Gotta show up, man.
If you don't show up, it won't happen. Like, yeah, it's like if you don't at least give yourself an opportunity, then how do you expect like something to happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't give yourself the opportunity, like if you don't create at least the opportunity, if it's there for you to, all you have to do is like just make a phone call, reach out, and you set it up. But if you didn't do that, you just closed off the door that you can't get to. At least if you have it open, multiple doors open, now you can like, all right, it's on autopilot. Whatever happens, it will happen by itself. But like at least you set it up. So show up every day.
That's definitely key right there. Gotta show up. Got to. Man, so moving forward, let's say the next 5 years, where do you plan on being, bro? Because I know you got the vision. I know you've always had vision. Do you have about a 5-year goal? How old will you be?
I'm 27 right now. So
I mean, the next 5 years, do you plan on having all those things on your vision board accomplished? Or is that more of a longer term goals or
none of the real estate stuff may be a little longer
term?
But yeah, real estate is gonna be a little longer because I want to like do some crazy, like I want to do some international properties and stuff too, man. I'm like,
are you thinking about international properties?
Yeah.
Really?
Kenya, Colombia, because like from meeting the people out there, bro, like it's a lot of opportunity. I want to first off help like some of those countries that I've been to that are like a lot of people like be sleeping on. Like some of these countries like got money, like, and it's cheaper. It's cheap. They got lots of money to invest in these places, and they like really build up their cities, and it's like really nice out there. So I'm like, it's like quiet. Like only people that like travel a lot know that these opportunities are there, but they do charge a lot to like if you're American and stuff to invest out there. But I think definitely investing.
Wow. Okay.
But I see myself. Yeah, I feel like the next 5, I can crush that. Now let me reset. I always do that sometimes. I got to stop myself. I got to stop saying think because it comes out my mouth sometimes. I will have these things on my board. It's just a matter of when. Time is the biggest thing that most people are very impatient with. Time. So just got to be patient, and it's gonna happen. But put the work in. So it will happen. But time is key. That's why a lot of people fail is because of time. They was like, oh, it ain't happening right now. So I guess it's like, bro, like you only try for a week. Like you only try for 3 months. You ain't, a lot of
Didn't put in
businessmen.
enough time.
Yeah.
Didn't give things time. I like that, man. That's a great concept. Give time. Got to.
Got to.
You know what I mean? Man, these are just some gems right here.
Straight. My boy Jeff Logan, he's out there. He's out there near you. He said he put out a video. He's from Rochester. He put out a video of him in 2012 and then 2020. 2012, he was working for a moving company. He said, look, he was sitting in his car. He said, look, man, I'm working hard right now. I'm at this moving company. If you know me, you know where I'm at. I'm not going to talk bad about him, but I'm going to say something real quick. In the next couple of years, I'm going to be very successful, and you're going to see me get these certain items that I want, and I'm going to have this and that, and it's going to happen. And when you see me there, it's gonna be beautiful. I'm going to be married. It's going to boom, boom, boom. It's like, all right, bet. And he saved that video clip. He made like a little transition in the video and then went to where he's at now. He showed him he's in his Lambo. You know, he's all tatted up. Like him and his wife now just had a baby, like doing all this. And it's just like, yo, he made it happen because he didn't stop. And he's one of my mentors too. He's like, time. So, time.
Man. What time do you wake up in the morning, you said?
I'll mix it up, man. So
mix it up.
I'll do Mondays 5:30. Wednesdays 5:30.
But you said that's definitely the key.
What up?
A key is waking up early.
Yeah, for me it is. For some people they like waking up at 8 and stuff, but I think most folk wake up early because you get that almost the full 24. You're trying to get as much as you can out of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, it just gives you more time instead of like, oh dang, it's 8. Daggone it, I gotta get to the next meeting. It's like, oh crap.
What time are you usually passing out at nighttime? What time you usually find yourself falling asleep?
Falling asleep. Sometimes it'll be. My goal is 11:30. My goal is like 11:30. Yeah, or 10:30 actually, but it'll be later sometimes because like some of the stuff I'm crushing some work for clients, and I like putting an extra touch on certain stuff, so it takes a little bit more time to do that, but it's worth it at the end. So that little extra little cherry on top makes things go a little bit further instead of just the basic, like, you know. So you gotta put that time in.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, we are approaching an hour on the podcast. Let me ask you a couple more things, man. What do you do just to stay happy? Let's talk about happiness, man. What does somebody like you do? Happiness is important. So what are you doing? I'll ask that question.
Good question. I'll tell you this. I always gotta remember the quote. A hearse never has a Brinks trucks following it behind it. A hearse never has one. So a lot of people say money is happiness, and like, you know, most people that like need money or want, it never follows you because you die, you can't take it with you. Wealth, my mindset is wealthy from the inside out. Money's a good thing. It's good to have. It's a tool to help bless others. It's a tool to help make sure, you want to have nice things. Like I want to have nice things, but it's a tool. And my happiness comes from like giving back and like giving back to others and create, like, that's why I want to create this generational wealth program and help kids understand, like, cause I know you learned a lot from your mentors and stuff, like if you have $100, how to use that and it's maybe invest it, or, you know, understanding what a Roth IRA is, understanding what, you know, the 401k, understanding all that stuff, and this taking care of your money, understanding that life insurance.
Financial literacy.
Yeah. I should have just said that.
Did you say that?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I should have just said that. That would just take care of it.
Oh, well, that's just, I mean, you gave me the definition.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeopardy. What is financial literacy?
So,
man, that's fire. That's all facts. And, you know, it's really cool that you have that outlook on this. You have that innate desire to want to do that because, you know, that's really selfless. And I pray that God helps you out with all of that, man. I really want to see you do that. I want to see you succeed and reach all these goals that you have, these new ambitions. Because, I mean, somebody like you, I don't see you failing, bro. I don't see it happening. I think if we talk about, not even I think, see, that's that. I caught myself saying it too. I know that, but I'll be on the same. I'm right there. Like I'm right there. Yeah, I know that if I talk to you, when I talk to you in 5 years, this whole conversation is gonna be crazy. You're probably going to have made a major impact. you know, and then it's still going to be far from over. Your journey's still going to be far from over, you know, and it's just amazing, man, to know that you're taking action, you know, and like I said, bro, I really do have mad respect for you because a lot of people graduate and they don't follow their dreams. They don't reach certain levels of success and they fall off. So to see you come from the same place as me and to reach goals, it's really inspiring, man. It shows that it's possible. And is there anything you want to share with the audience or our listeners here, or anybody that you're going to have tune into this, or anybody that you want to give a special shout out to?
Man, I'll just give a shout out to like my mentors for sure. Everyone, like from Kayla to Richard, my dad, my brother Brandon, Jeff Logan, Jabril, shoot, my mom. Shout out to everybody in the fam. Shout out to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Multiple times that I did fails, multiple times I got back up because of you. So thank you. I would say, man, like, bro, and like, so I love that you're crushing and doing what you're doing. Like, this good energy, good vibes. Like, I think most people should be, instead of like, people always fighting against each other. Like, yo, I can do this. Like, yo, collab, build each other up. Like, thinking grow rich, Napoleon Hill mindset. Like, that's the type of vibes that I'm about. And like,
instead of competing, just create. It's the vibe.
Yeah, because like if you know what you like, you know what you do, and you do it the best you can, and it's what you do. You're fine. Like you're blessed. You're fine. It's going to happen. Like, be confident in what you do. That's why in my mindset, I don't even think like about. There's no obviously. There's always gonna be some type of like competition in some way, form, or fashion in any industry. But that's why you think. Why do you think someone goes to? I don't know. I was trying to think of a good example. A specialty, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go to like for tires, Pep Boys. I'm going to Pep Boys because they specialize in this. I'm going to the, Morgan Stanley because they specialize in this area of finances. Like they do this really well. So I'm going to them. Mm-hmm. That's the, you know what I'm saying? Like be confident in that. Because when I talk to there's some business owners I talk to, man, they're like, yeah, well, my competition's doing this. And I'm like, you don't seem confident in like what you doing, dog? Like what? All right, man, you I don't think this is a good fit for us to work together. You know.
You got to know your worth, man.
You know, so
know your worth. That's good. Let's leave it on that note, man. Be confident. Confidence is definitely key, man. I would say you've had to maintain high levels of confidence to get to where you're at. Would you say that's true?
Got to, bro.
That's definitely
it's not easy. You got to. When you mess up, you gotta like take it. You're like, come on, get back, bring it back. Let's go.
Man, that's incredible. Well, man, I want to thank you so much for being on my show today. I could definitely talk with you more, but I know your time is valuable, so I'm gonna let you get back to your day. Let's collab though in the future, man, and I'll make sure to drop all your social media links down below. Ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of Health and Wealth. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took notes. And until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy, stay focused on success, and stay blessed. We will see you.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Definitely want to have you on my podcast for sure to dive into your life story.
Stop this real quick. That was fire, bro.